Okay, it's Tomb Kings versus High Elves. This time it's 3,000 points, and we're doing, I can't remember what the scenario's called, the first one anyway, the standard kind of battle mission. Right, and this is the Tomb Kings army. First up we have 4 chariots, we have 4 Necropolis Knights, 20 archers with the Hierophant, who's a level 4, Screaming Skull Catapult, a Necrolith Colossus, 30 Tomb Guard with the Tomb King and a Necrotect. Got a Kemerian War Sphinx with a Fiery Roar upgrade. Another Screaming Skull Catapult. 20 archers with a level 1 with the Laura Nakara. 4 more chariots and a Casket of Souls. So that's, well, so yeah. And these 5 vanguarding, scouting archers who are going to just decimate his line with their shenanigans. So.
Okay, and the High Elf army, we have a unit of 20 Phoenix Guard, although they're technically very old school Dark Elf guys, but they've turned to the good side for the time being. I have a nice big horde of 60 Loathen Sea Guard, well, most escaping, but 60 Loathen Sea Guard with, that isn't actually techless, it's a level 4 mage and then a level 2 mage. And then I have 30 Swordmasters of Hoeth sitting on their right, and then towards the end of my right flank I have 7 Phoenix Dragon Princes with the BSB, and then I have a Prince on a Griffin, just to see what he's like, and then some chaff that I vanguarded forward suicidally. So yeah, I won the roll off, and yeah, I'll get back to you at the end of my turn. Okay, end of High Elf turn 1, very rapid turn. Basically everyone surged forward in relative amounts, and the magic phase I got maximum 12 dice, and got Throne of Vines, and I got Flesh to Stone off, excuse me, on my big unit. So yes, not too bad, but obviously as everything was moving up, no shooting. So yeah, that was a pretty quick turn, so it's on to Tomb King's turn 1.
Okay, end of Tomb King's turn 1. Everything's just kind of moved up, like so. These guys reformed. These guys charged into the Reavers. In the magic phase, actually managed to get 10 dice just from the casket and the channel. Squandered them though, because the Hierophant rolled double 1 on the first spell, so I actually just cast a movement spell to move these guys up a bit further, and then used the casket, and it bounced from the Dragon Princes to these guys, but only killed 3 Loathen Sea Guard. So that was pretty lame. And then the shooting phase, I don't think I really did anything actually. Did I actually kill? I killed a Phoenix Guard.
Killed a Phoenix Guard and 7 Swordmasters.
Oh yeah, 7 Swordmasters of the Catapult, which was nice. The other one misfired. And then in close combat, these guys destroyed the Reavers, only just, and then fell to overrun into the Prince, which would have been lovely, but apparently 6 inches is just too far. Yeah, and that's the end of Tomb King's turn 1.
Okay, end of High Elf turn 2. Getting in a bit of a dangerous situation here. It's unfortunately the way with the fact that he outnumbers me like 2 to 1 in terms of units, is that I've got a nice semicircle of death enclosing in on my battle line. So yeah, I'm doing reasonably well over here on the flank. My Lord and my Dragon Princes wiped out his chariot unit, and reformed to take any charges that might be coming their way. These guys have really just sort of moved up a bit. Sort of not at the moment entirely sure what to do with them. This is High Elves seem slightly, well, they are rather difficult to understand in terms of what the hell you got to do with them in 8th edition. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens at the end of Tomb King's turn 2.
Okay, end of Tomb King's turn 2, which is a pretty eventful game really, considering it's only turn 2. Everything's just kind of moved up again. The Necropolis Knights and the Bone Giant charged into the princes, and through. Well, they managed to get a draw. Basically, they killed 3 dragon princes, but he managed to kill one of the snakes. Sorry, it wasn't a draw. I lost by 1, but because they're undead constructs, didn't take any wounds. Bone Giant fluffed, completely. Yeah. Okay. In the shooting, I just fired at the Swordmasters. I think one of the catapults killed 7 of them. Just picked off a few more with archers. I may or may not have killed a Phoenix guard. I can't remember.
No, you didn't.
No.
I actually made my arm safe for once.
Yeah. The Scorpion came up. These guys just moved up behind. And that's pretty much it. In the magic phase, was just just failed the first spell again, so didn't actually get off any spells from her. Fired the casket again. It went off. I think I killed something. I can't remember what. Put a wound on his prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't really matter. Yeah. So it was a pretty crappy turn actually. Oh, the Sphinx just fluffed all his attacks, and so I got 5 wounds against him. Luckily I managed to make 1 armour save, so I actually survived to fight back. Killed like 6 of them, I think. Lost the combat. Oh, sorry, I won the combat, but he's steadfast for forever. Yeah, so bad times. Okay, this end of Tomb King's turn 2.
Okay, the end of High Elf turn 3. Basically everything that wasn't engaged charged. So the Blackguard, Phoenix Guard charged the Necrosphinx, or War Sphinx, I keep forgetting his name.
Dead Sphinx.
And yeah, basically come in, got 2 wounds on it, Ollie failed his saves and he killed it. So reformed to face an inevitable chariot charge. The magic phase, I managed to get off Flesh to Stone on these guys, so they're sitting pretty at toughness 7 for this turn. My Swordmasters charged in, butchered the Bone Giant, did 4 wounds to him, and then the combination of my Prince, my Dragon Princes and Noble, killed 2 Necropolis Knights, and then the Bone Giant and the Necropolis, the remaining Knight, crumbled due to combat res. And then everyone's reformed. So yeah, things aren't going too badly now for the High Elves. It's now basically Tomb King's turn 3.
Okay, end of Tomb King's turn 3, and yeah, bad times. These guys just kind of moved around and faced their impending doom. Magic phase was shocking again. I can't even remember what happened, but it was bad. I don't think I cast anything.
You got 4.
Yeah, oh that's right. I got 4 dice. Even after the casket, even after 2 wizards trying to channel, I got 4 dice. He had 2 and he dispelled both of them. One with a scroll for his doomed wizard. This guy charged into the Lothern Sea Guards to assassinate said wizard, and managed it, which is nice. So I actually got some points. These guys bounced off the Phoenix Guards. Yeah. Got like 14 impact hits. Yeah, wow. These guys, yeah, done exactly what they've done all game, just sit there. Fired some stuff at these. This guy missed the Prince on the Griffin, but the other one, who's hit consistently the whole game, did it again, and killed like 6 of the Swordmasters.
Yeah.
Fired some shots, didn't do anything, failed to the swift reform on these guys, they didn't actually get to shoot. Yeah, bad times. So this is all I've got really that's going to fight, well, pretty much his whole army. So it's really bad. So that's the end of Tomb King's turn 3.
Okay, end of High Elves turn 4. Here on my left, the Phoenix Guard have wiped out the remaining chariot and reformed. Here the big Lothern Seaguard unit has reformed after he got one wound on the Tomb Scorpion. It did 2 wounds back, and then it was enough to with combat res to beat it.
Well, actually got stomp as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes, that one did. Oh, that one.
Well, I had.
He lost by 1, didn't it?
Well, it would have done.
Oh no, because you did a wound on him.
Yeah, I did a wound. Yeah.
So he was still lost by 1.
Yeah, but
he's dead.
I lose another guy. Fair enough. Yeah, so they've then reformed over here. My Swordmasters managed to wipe out the one of the units of skeleton archers. The prince took out the fail catapult, while my knights moved up to support. Magic phase was pretty good. I rolled nice and high. I managed to get off all my 3 remaining spells, so Flesh to Stone on these guys. I got a Shield of Thorns and a Regrowth on the Swordmaster, so I got an extra 5 back. And now each and every magic phase anyone's in contact with, they take lots of nice hits. So yeah, we're starting to, well, we're turning the tables now, hopefully. And yeah, it seems to be going quite well for me now. So yeah, onwards.
Sure you don't want to concede?
Not yet. I'll see how it
Sure?
goes. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, on to Tomb King's turn 4.
Okay, end of Tomb King's turn 4. Yeah, fair bit's happened. The Tomb Guard charged into the Prince. The Skeleton Archers charged into the side of Lothern Seaguard just to hold them up. That was pretty much it. I cast some spells and actually managed to get off Cursed Blades on these guys. The other 2 spells were dispelled. Casket went off, don't think it did anything. May have killed a couple of Swordmasters actually. Catapult missed, Archers killed something, I think. Maybe a Swordmaster, don't know. These guys charged in, they kill and blowed the Prince, and the Griffin fled and overrun into the Swordmasters, and which panicked the Dragon Princes as well, so that's pretty good. So yeah, not bad turn. So let's see what Sai has to say about that.
Okay, end of High Elves turn 5. Yeah, things have swung around back to Tomb Kings. Things are going bad for the High Elves. Basically, the situation over here with the Swordmasters didn't end well. I failed my fear test, so I didn't even manage to remove. I got 2 casualties, which pathetic, frankly. And then yeah, to cap it all off, it basically, obviously now it's his turn next with a reform. It's set up for disaster, so I've essentially had to send the Phoenix Guard in as a sacrificial lamb to protect the big unit, who thankfully finally managed to kill the last bloody remaining skeletal archers that were attacking. It's an excellent move on his part, frankly. Because if he hadn't have done that, I basically would have smashed 3 units into them and